Hey guys, welcome to Guru Beauty. I'm Jody and just wanted to share a really quick haul with you today, mostly Inglot, but first of all I did pick up a couple of jewellery bargains. Colette Accessories here in Australia has recently opened up a website. You can buy things from their website, but more importantly you can sign up for their email newsletters and you can find out what specials they have available. And recently from Colette Accessories I got an email telling me that they had 50% off, selected items. So when I was in the shopping centre that week, I decided to pop in and see what they had at 50% off, and I found a few little bargains. I got these earrings, actually, sorry, they're not sitting properly. I got these little earrings here, really pretty little dangly bits, these earrings here. Just sort of that length there. They would not go with today's outfit. That's okay, that's why I don't have them on. And you can see from the tag I picked those up for $3. They're normally $9.95, and I got the same in gold. $3 was just too good to resist, and I am normally a silver wearing jewelry person, but occasionally I do have some necklaces that have some gold in it, and I'm always stuck with what to wear with those, so it's good just to have a few earrings with gold in them. And then I also got this ring at 50% off, and that was less than $4. I really like that ring there, and it does fit on my ring finger. That's what it looks like there. So I would recommend you Aussie girls, if you have a Colette Accessories around you, just signing up to their email newsletters just to know when they have sales on. It's always a good thing to pick up a bargain. And then I've also just done a little bit more Inglot shopping recently. I did pick up Inglot's Duraline, and their Duraline is like a kind of like, if you know Urban Decay's, they have a product that turns any eyeshadow into a long-lasting eyeliner, and that's basically what this is. So it's got a little dropper in it. Basically, this would last you a long time. I don't even squeeze the dropper. I just take this out and then, dab without squeezing the dropper, just dabbing it on my hand, and that drop there on my hand is enough to dip the brush in. I always stick to the same corner of an eyeshadow so it doesn't ruin the finish of the eyeshadow when I do want to use it dry. But you dip your brush in there, just stick to one little corner of your eyeshadow, just like a cake liner, I guess, and you can use that as a liner. There's also a couple other things that you can do with this that I've tried, and if you have any other uses for the Duraline, I'd be really interested in hearing it. You can also mix that with an eyeshadow for, like a foiling effect. Some people use Fix Plus to wet their brush. Some people use water. Some people use mixing medium and various other things. But the Duraline also works quite well with a dry eyeshadow, or even with a pigment to, do like a foiled effect or a wet look effect or a wet application of a powder product all over your eyelid. It works quite nicely for that. I still would use a primer underneath just to keep that on all day. And then I've also used that for my brows. So I have gone back from the Maybelline Definer Brow in dark blonde for my brows. I'm now using the MAC eyeshadows. I'll usually use a mix of Omega to charcoal brown, usually one of those or a mix of either, but I've been using a lot of Omega recently. And one of the things about powder is I feel like it looks great when you put it on, but it doesn't necessarily last all day. And I found that when I wet my brush with Duraline and then used it in the Omega and placed it in my brow, I still got that same look upon application, but I thought that the colour in the brow, the way I filled it out, that did last all day. And the Duraline also contributed to sort of holding my lashes, my brows I should say. I'll usually use like a brow styling gel or a clear mascara to set those in place, but I thought that the Duraline actually went quite a long way to hold the styled brows in place throughout the day. So another use for that. I would love to hear from you, with any other uses for the Duraline. Actually. And then if you are in Australia, and I think the same thing is happening in America and other countries, but I think at least in Australia definitely, Inglot is phasing out the round pans, and they're the round pans that are the same size as the MAC eyeshadows. Most of the Inglot shadows that I've gotten to date are in the squares. I get them in the Freedom palettes. I really like the Freedom palettes, but they do have 30% write-off now. I'm not sure if you can get it online at Inglot Australia online, but definitely at the stores and stands. They have 30% off the round pans and the palettes that the round pans go into. The round pan lipsticks and concealers and brow products, they all still go into those round palettes. So I actually wanted a couple because they are on special too, and they only sell them filled, I think. But I do have a 10 lipstick palette that I don't use often enough, and I thought if I could take that on the go, I would use those products a little bit more. So that's what I did. I'll show you first of all the palette. Now this palette I did, so it does have a mirror and then 3. They sell these in the 5 pots as well. My kiosk had sold out of the 5, but that's okay. I think 3 is easier for the handbag, which is why I was wanting to get this. So you buy the brush separately. I think that's about $8 Australian. And I've just popped in 3 of my lipsticks there, but you know, much easier to take with me on the go. I think I'll be getting more use out of my Inglot lipsticks there if I can put it on in the morning, pop this in my handbag, and I can change out those 3 colors amongst the 10 colors that I have in my 10 lip palette. But the idea is that you fill these, when you buy them from Inglot right now, with eyeshadows that are being phased out, that are on special. And it worked out to, I think, $21 for 1 palette and 3 eyeshadow colors. I got 2 of those, but I thought that was just such a good deal that I wanted to let you guys know about it. So if you are interested in Inglot, if you do have MAC quads or MAC palettes or Z palettes, these are the exact same size as your MAC round shadow pans, also the same as Beauty Style, and there are various other eyeshadow brands that make the exact same size, so you can fit these round pans into other palettes. So I'll just show you the colors. These 6 colors that I got from Inglot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So these 6 down the bottom are the colors that I got, and I'll just swatch them for you really quickly. So the first color here is, I've got them in my Z palette, and the magnet on the Z palette is so powerful on these Inglots. The Inglots must have quite a bit of metal to get a hold of. This is the Matte 351. That's it on my finger, and the Matte 351 is just, a gorgeous, lovely bone sort of coloured highlight. Love that. I do have that as a square in my Freedom palette and just couldn't pass it up since they still had it available. This next colour is it's a colour that I'm wearing in my inner corner today. That one it's like a goldy, really light gold. It's the AMC Shine 45. That's it there next to the white. Really shimmery light gold. It's a pretty version of a nice light gold. Great highlight. And I really like the way light gold sort of look on my lids with brown eyes. Next one is a yellow to sort of complement that, and I've got that on the outer half of my lid today. This is the Pearl 403. She showed me a couple of yellows that were just beautiful, and I went with this one. That's it there. You can see it there. Much more vibrant yellow compared to that light gold. But I really like the way these sort of all go together as well. And I think I'm wearing every single one of these colours somewhere today. This one here is DS464. That's it there. Is the light picking up the glitter? DS obviously has sparkle. Really pretty sort of rusty colour there. I really like that. Second last one here is the AMC 55. Sorry, I'll find a spare finger I can show you. There we go, AMC 55. That looks a bit brown, a bit more brown on the monitor than I think it actually is. It's much more of like a sort of a plummy red. I think that's coming up on my hand there. Beautiful. And then the very last one, I'll just show you it next to this last one that I showed. So that's the one I just showed you, and this is the last one that I got. This one is in colour AMC 74. Really pretty, vibrant sort of purple colour there. And that's it there. Pinky purple. Nice warm looks. So There are my 6 Inglot shadows. I tried to get shadows that I don't have in MAC already, that I sort of don't reach for but sometimes have been looking for recently and resort to. I do have a Coastal Scents 88 palette, so I just wanted to make use of that Inglot sale. They're beautiful eyeshadows. I would recommend Inglot eyeshadows to anyone, and those trio palettes work out to, you actually are paying $5.60 for each of those individual colours. They're stunning, beautiful colours, and they still have quite a bit to choose from, at least at my kiosk. So wanted to make you aware of that. That's it for my haul today. Actually, no, I do have one more thing, sorry. I also picked up from ASOS, actually. I picked up a couple of dresses at ASOS recently, asos.com, a UK online retailer. I got the Too Faced Glamour Dust in Glampire, and that is Tiffany D's doing. She did a lovely glitter fall tutorial recently. That looks like a beautiful glitter. And I do actually have the, actually I have not opened that yet, that's why it's not coming out, but it's a beautiful sort of duochrome plummy with sort of bluey duochromes. It's a colour that I often like, but in glitter form. So I'll link Tiffany D's video actually down below if you're curious to see what that looks like. She used that with the Too Faced glitter glue, which I also have on order, and looking forward to creating some looks with that. Hope you enjoyed this haul. That is it for the day. I hope you have a gorgeous day, and we'll see you again really soon. Bye guys.